Hey, hey everyone. So today we're going to talk about a topic that I came across on, let's see, the deep cracks of the internet. Apparently, there's this whole movement of MGTOW and SYSBM. Apparently, that means Save Yourself Black Men, and it is kind of like a response to something. I'm not sure, but I've come across this video, and the men here apparently are going to explain what these things are. But it seems like these Black men have an infatuation with dating and marrying foreign women because they claim that their own women are not good enough or just not what they want. So with that said, we're gonna listen to what they have to say, and then I'm going to go over a piece of content that was really interesting and that rebuttals everything that they claim. Okay, so let's look.
And I was telling him that Passport Bros is pretty much just a kind of like an offset of SYSBM, right? And then I said that SYSBM was more. I was a little off with that. So explain to me, Trey, what are like the core principles of SYSBM?
Okay, I'm not going to go in any particular order. Okay. I'll go over some of the basic ones. You know, the philosophy, created by, Mad Bus Driver X, coined by him, SYSBM. It's been around for a minute, since, my dad's generation in Vietnam. From your travels and the fellas in the group, we know we got war vets living in Southeast Asia that have been over there since Vietnam. And one of these principles, is just to check out from the community. Like, they saw what was going on in the community, how they were being treated. Back here, we're fighting the war in Vietnam, but you got no love back here in the U.S. from your people, when, the civil rights movement was going hard. So these brothers decided to, check out from the community. I'm going to go over to Southeast Asia or stay over here. And some of them found their Stargate. Shout out to, Kitty Yockety Jones. And, they decided to stay. And that's one of the principles right there is, just, we're not going to have nothing to do with the community. The community is what it is. And Mad Bus Driver and Babatunde Amana took it a step further in writing these tenets and just, making it number one that, the community is what it is. No love, no shade.
All right, cool. So he says Stargate, like, okay, so he's saying basically the goal of the SYSBM is to travel abroad to date foreign women to find their Stargate, which I assume means like the woman of their dreams, like the woman that they want to marry. Okay. Fine. Okay, cool. So I guess they are arguing that foreign women are better. Okay. All right, let's look at something else. This is another video from this channel.
And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show. I got my favorite guest on here today, QB Willie B. What's going on with you, brother?
Chilling, fam. Chilling. A nice, another summer night up here in NorCal. So I can't complain, brother. How are things on your end?
Man, your boy just had. Because the way we think in America, we have this kind of like, especially in the Black community, it's kind of like this. A lot of brothers don't want to get old. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of brothers in Atlanta, especially in Atlanta, man. You see brothers dressing like they fucking teenagers, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Atlanta is, bro. When I say Atlanta is the weirdest city, you go to the store, you be like, "Damn, this dude 50-something years old, looking like he, you know what I'm saying, just got out of 9th grade or something." Like, we don't be wanting to age. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Fred Moore.
Right, back.
Yeah, man. But I do feel that way, man, because a lot of women that I went to school with, it's a few of them still holding it down pretty tight. You tell they work out a lot. But a lot of women I went to school with, they just, my exes, they all just gone, bro. And the truest thing ever told to me was they all come back, and that's the truest shit ever, bro. On my birthday, I got hit up by ex-girlfriends. They married now. I guess they miserable or something. They all be hitting me up.
Okay, he's not getting to the point. So basically, this video sums it up pretty well. There are a bunch of Black men who are out here claiming that dating foreign women will be the solution to all their relationship problems, that they're so much better, that they're more submissive, that they can afford them, and this, that, and the third. So the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because I wanted to give you context for this post that was super interesting. And this girl got a lot of love for this post, but I'm going to dissect it with you all so you can see what's going on. So she writes, Miss Dominique. Miss Dominique writes here, most foreign-born Asian women won't even speak to a man unless he has money. Most foreign-born Latinos are the same way. African, Indian, and Middle Eastern women's parents will tell a man to his face point blank that he's not good enough for their daughter. She says, hell, even Russian mail-order brides are about that bag. All of which I love to see, to be honest. So I don't know where American men get this idea from that foreign women are more accessible, submissive, and easier to get, keep, and please than American women. And, this is a really good point because we see it all the time that you have these Black men who think, oh, yeah, if I date a foreign woman, things are going to be easier. And then when they finally date these women, especially Eastern European women, they get cleaned out. There was this Black professor, I think he definitely was a STEM professor, science, technology, engineering, or math. But he married this Eastern European woman and she just cleaned him out. Tens of thousands I think it was $50,000. He's like, well, next thing you know, I spent $50,000. So yeah, I mean, they think that's the case, but that's not really what it is. He says here, some of the smartest, most hypergamous women in the world are born and raised outside of America, and their parents deliberately raise them to see men and masculinity for what they are, a utility. Men and masculinity are a utility. Interesting. A very interesting point she brings up here, which makes sense in countries that have been particularly ravaged by capitalism, supremacy, white supremacy, and patriarchy and poverty. And then she finally says, American men are really out here trying to live outside of their tax brackets and dwindling market value. And it's hilarious and interesting to see. Y'all want to go half on $40 dates, bills, rent, and mortgages, don't know how to fix cars or plumbing, don't raise your kids, don't do anything that y'all grandfathers did except cheat and have side babies. And y'all really think that your brand of self-serving masculinity is supposed to be appealing to women who grew up watching their fathers and brothers be useful to their families. Please go directly to L. All right, interesting. So, okay, Jerome, I don't understand, why are you out here? Jerome, you had already apologized. Why did you apologize for your comment that you made? What happened? What was the change of heart? Hey, Tyrone, what's up? Anyway. So yeah, that's that. I think this post was extremely interesting and very true. I mean, all other cultures, the men are expected to provide for their families. Oh, goodness. And here a woman says the only way for them, men, American men who believe that foreign women are easier to get, says, she's talking about those type of men, and she says the only way for them to feel good about themselves is to self-delude. Self-delusion might feel good for a hot second, but it's never the winning ticket. Interesting. Whew, okay, and so the writer of the post actually says men also won't admit that they secretly love most aspects of feminism, especially the egalitarian splitting bill, sexual freedom parts. It's It's done a lot to take a load off of men who were already underperforming as boyfriends, husbands, and fathers before the rise of feminism. Anyways, it's true, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my. But anyway, so there you have it, ladies. I don't know, just this whole premise that foreign women are easier to date because they're more submissive and they're cheaper is just ridiculous. It's not true. It's not true. I mean, it's obvious that that's not the case. So Princess C says, just like 90 Day Fiance, Black men go on there getting played out. It's true. I mean, anytime they marry, look, Black men think they're doing something when they marry foreign women or non-Black women, but as soon as they marry these women, they get got. They straight up get got. Like anyway, and they try so hard to not provide for Black women. They go out of their way to not provide for Black women, but as soon as they get with a woman of another culture that expects to be provided for, when these women expect to be provided for, well, in other cultures, Asian culture, European culture, Latin American culture, they expect it. Black men will date these women, provide for them because these women expect it, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh my gosh, like this woman took all my money. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that said, I'll see you lovely people later. Something to think about. I'll be live. I'll be back on live again today with another topic. Let me just see. I'm going to be talking about another really, really interesting post that I came across. But anyway, see you guys later. Bye.